Welcome to the Harris Show. I am your host, Jamal Harris, and I'm with my sister and co-host, Angela Harris, Angie Ange, whatever she want to go by. She changes like the season.
Okay.
So today, we're going to debate Nickelodeon versus Disney. And the lovely Aisha Jones is going to be the judge. She's going to be the one to control all this to keep us in line. Without further ado, Angela, let's get it. You go first.
Okay. So everybody knows Disney Channel has the great shows. Now, before any of this starts, I'm gonna say Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network had some top-notch shows. Yes. But as a young girl, a young lad watching Disney, more relatable, funnier, more exciting. Okay, I'm gonna just name a couple shows. I ain't gonna get too crazy. Yeah, The Proud Family, a Black family who touched on a lot of important issues. Okay, we had Hannah Montana, you know what I'm saying? We had Even Stevens, comedy, Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb, great show. I'm gonna just name those right now. And let's not forget, Disney had Friday night movies, okay? Original movies. High School Musical.
How long does she get?
High School Musical. That's all I need.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead and rebuttal.
All right. So now Nickelodeon was for everybody. They had shows for your kids. They had shows for the young teenagers, and they had shows for the adults. Now, if your kid wanted to learn, put on some Dora the Explorer. They learn in Spanish. If you don't want them to do that, put on some Peppa Pig. Oh, and if you want to talk about the black ones, put on Little Bill. So they had it for the kids. And then if you go to the teenagers, you got Kenan and Kel for the black people. You got the Amanda Show.
Okay.
And all that, which is what? All that? There ain't nothing Disney got that could even come in that category. And then you want to talk about movies. Did you forget about the SpongeBob SquarePants movie? Did you forget about movie? Did you forget about those? Let me look at my list. You know what I'm saying? Because I be taking notes. You know what I'm saying? The Hey Arnold movie. And then if we talk about the movies that went to theaters, Good Burger, nigga. Good Burger. With the,
Can I say something, or do I have to wait?
With the black ass. Get out of here.
You said Nickelodeon was for the adults too. What exactly was for the adults?
All those shows are for adults.
Okay.
It's for the adults. And then if we're gonna go to like cartoons, because you want to throw in, well, I don't even know what you threw in because it ain't even working. Phineas and Ferb can't even talk. Can't even. Rugrats. Hey Arnold.
There.
Come on. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Come on. Stop. Go ahead. You can go.
Okay, because you brought up Dora the Explorer, which, respect to Dora, she was holding it down. But Disney brought us Doc McStuffins, a black young girl doctor.
Did you even watch Doc McStuffins?
What?
You didn't watch Doc McStuffins?
I'll still be watching Doc McStuffins. What are you talking about? Anyway, they gave us Doc McStuffins. They gave us Mickey Mouse, M-I-C-K-E-Y. Come on now. We're not gonna disrespect Disney like that. And if we're going back to the shows, American Dragon, Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, Impossible, Lilo and Stitch, That's So Raven. Period. The future. Who will see in the future over at Nickelodeon?
Can I go?
Nobody.
And I go,
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
now cartoons, it's not even a competition. You want to throw Disney, like Mickey Mouse in there? Mickey Mouse is washed up. He's been washed up. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
That's when SpongeBob came in and smacked the little boy around. Get out of here, Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse can't even fuck with SpongeBob. It's not even a competition. SpongeBob is for everybody. Everybody.
okay.
Disney.
Okay.
Okay, and then we're gonna just go. Let me read this. Let me just go on. Look, Paw Patrol for your kids. Come on, Rocko's Modern Life. Doug.
Disney Junior show.
Doug.
Okay.
All Real Monsters. Ren and Stimpy for the adults. For the adults. You know, Rocket Power, which is based off of the city that you live in, Oceanside.
Represent.
Jimmy Neutron, that showed that the black kid was smart in that show. Everybody can be smart. You know what I'm saying? There's so many shows. Drake and I forgot about Drake and Josh. I ain't even put on Drake and Josh. Come on. I'm trying to, you know, I don't want to go too crazy on you. I don't want to destroy you. You're my sister. You know what I'm saying? You know, we still care. Drake and Josh, iCarly. Come on. Zoe 101, which probably would have been better if old girl didn't get pregnant, you know. We're not going to, because that show was, you know, real issues. Come on, man. You know damn well that Disney is not seeing Nickelodeon in nothing. In nothing. Nickelodeon got better cartoons, better live action. The only thing that Disney might have Nickelodeon is movies, and that's because they got the Goofy movie. Other than that, High School Musical, trash.
Luck of the Irish,
trash.
13,
trash.
Double Team.
Trash.
What? No. Every Friday, you don't understand. Nickelodeon will give me this every Friday.
All right.
8 o'clock.
Well, what are the heavy? Give me your heavy hitters for Disney, and I'll give you my heavy hitters for Nickelodeon. Shows.
For shows?
Live action, cartoons, all of them. Give me your 5 heavy hitters, and I'll give you my 5.
All right. This is just my personal preference, though. I'm gonna go That's So Raven. Okay. Lizzie McGuire. I'm gonna go. Okay. Proud Family gotta be on there. Woo! 5.
You can give 7. Give 7. Huh? What'd you say?
I said Famous Jack Jackson.
That's your 5?
That was 4, but I'm trying to think of my other one.
I don't even know.
I'm gonna go Recess. So a little cartoon up.
All right.
There.
Now let me destroy. I'm trying to be light, but you know what I'm saying? Because you family.
No, don't be light.
You know what I'm saying? We got SpongeBob SquarePants at number 1.
Okay.
You know, all that at number 2. Kenan and Kel at number 3. Avatar, The Last Airbender at number 4. This ain't my ranking either. I'm just naming them. Because we're not ranking them. You know what I'm saying? What Rugrats? You know what I'm saying? At 5. Oh, hold up. No. Take Rugrats off. The Fairly Odd Parents at number 5. You know what I'm saying? I got so many more I can go with. You know, I'm trying to be light on you. I'm looking at the list and I'm like, I'm not even going to do that to Jimmy Neutron. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Neutron. Drake and Josh. iCarly. Shit. Victorious, nigga. Come on, bro. Hey, Arnold. So you have to think about yours. Mine just roll off the tongue. Because you don't have to leave
5. I had to really put it into the good 5.
Well, you can have 7 if you want. You can have 10. I got that many shows.
I would just like to say Disney has great shows. Okay. All these shows on Disney was very relatable. I was not relating to SpongeBob. No disrespect to SpongeBob's a great show. But I'm saying as a young girl, come on. It was nice.
The Raven seeing the future. No, nobody's relating
No,
to
I was relating to a black girl
seeing the future.
raised in a black family. Okay.
First of all, That's So Raven's not even like realistic. Keenan and Kel is way more realistic than That's So Raven. Young man working, a teenager working, can't make
How
his
many
money.
times I pretended that I could see the future? That's so Raven. He gave me.
That's So Raven was cool. It had like it was cool for like a season. After that, it was like trash.
Cut you off. Let's not forget the Disney games. Okay.
Video games?
Ignore Disney games. I'm talking about the little. It's not because Nickelodeon had Go Outside and Play, but Disney had Disney XD games. They was playing against each other. Okay, that was dope.
Are you forgetting about the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards?
That's an award show.
Are you forgetting about that? Because that's better than everything that Disney got. Nigga, kids couldn't wait to get slime. Ain't nobody slime. Kids couldn't wait for that. Ain't nobody waiting on Disney stuff. The only thing that people were waiting on for Disney, I'll give you the Friday movies. They got excited for that. But ain't nobody getting excited for a Mickey Mouse Club. Ain't nobody getting excited for That's So Raven. Like all that was so popular that we couldn't wait for it to come back. We're gonna tolerate these little kids doing all that. People are fighting to get those shows back. Nobody's fighting for any of Disney shows to come back. We don't want that.
Back. What are you talking about?
What?
They brought that to Raven back. They created a whole show for her.
But nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted it.
People were asking for it.
Nobody wanted that shit.
Also, we have Boy Meets World. Was that on ABC and Disney? Yes.
Are we finding those type of shows?
We have Sister, Tia Tamara. Come on now. Okay. We had, let me see, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
No.
We had
not good.
Stitch, the TV
series. It wasn't a good TV series. It was a good movie.
Lilo and Stitch was a good TV series.
Good movie.
Good TV series.
Are you watching the series again?
Huh?
Are you gonna watch it again? No.
I would, yeah. If it's on Disney Plus, I'll watch it.
Nice.
Yes. All I'm saying is Disney had some hitters, okay? They had some good stuff. My biggest argument is in Friday night movies. Nickelodeon could never.
Yeah, that's crazy. When you have to bring movies into as your biggest argument. Hold up. When you're talking about cartoons, Disney is getting ate up. And they had a head start over Nickelodeon. They had a head start and they're getting ate up in a cartoon. Live action, ate up. You have to go to movies. You can't go to nothing else.
They're not eating Disney up in live action.
What?
They're not.
What?
They're not.
Stop. And look at what the Nickelodeon stars have done after. And look at what Disney stars have done after. Disney stars, they all getting locked up, doing jail stuff, selling drugs.
Wasn't Amanda Bynes a problematic? Oh, okay. That's weird because she was Nickelodeon.
Oh, Miley Cyrus, Vanessa Hudgens.
She had a moment. What about Vanessa Hudgens?
She had a moment.
Well,
everybody do that. Relatable, like I said.
Yeah, relatable to kids. You're targeting kids, so yeah.
She was already grown after that.
Nah. My thing is, if you want your kids to turn out and be fast, then go to Disney.
Get out of here.
If you want to go with some winners, come to Nickelodeon.
Okay. You're just ridiculous.
Come to Nickelodeon.
What were you trying to say, Aisha? Sorry.
I was going to ask, can you name some more of the Friday night movies that you believe are like heavy hitters?
Yes, give me a moment, girl. I wasn't even going to argue it today. That's why I didn't write the list. But
have it.
I'll pull it up.
I'll give you the movies. We don't even need to argue the movies. You have the movies, but that's all you have.
Okay, well, then can I ask a different question then? Can
Yeah.
I ask for both of you, which shows do you think have rewatchability, like staying power? Like you could go back today, still be just as entertained? Because I know there's a lot of shows that we have like nostalgia attached to, but like, you know.
I'm gonna tell you now, I still be watching Proud Family and That's So Raven like it's nothing. I just went back and watched Hannah Montana. Not gonna lie, that one probably I couldn't rewatch too many times. I don't know. They haven't put everything up on Disney right now, so I don't really. I could rewatch Even Stevens easily. Lizzie McGuire easily. I could rewatch those. Jamal, go ahead, because you look like you just so ready to say something.
So Nickelodeon, this is why they're so powerful, is their shows almost all have rewatchability. SpongeBob, you can rewatch that anytime. When the profanity episode come on, I laugh every time.
Love it.
Every time.
Okay.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Fairly Odd Parents, anytime. Drake and Josh, anytime. Rugrats, anytime. Now, she brought up Proud Family. There's an issue with Proud Family that she's ignoring. She's ignoring the whole colorism with Proud Family. She's ignoring that big issue. That's the black family. But colorism is very, very, very important with that show. Look at how they treat the old girl, and look at how they treat Penny. And let's not talk about the mama. Let's not talk about all
if
that.
we're gonna dissect all these shows, what's wrong with them, that would take forever. Okay, we're not gonna.
Like somebody who's arguing this week.
We're not gonna back to the Disney original movies, Aisha. I just wanted to name a Xenon. Let me just say, zoom, zoom, zoom. No matter how I go, boom, boom. Xenon, Halloween Town. We're not gonna sleep on Halloween Town because, girl,
That was a good argument. Yeah.
Don't Look Under the Bed had me scared. Ooh, had me scared. Okay, Smart House. Smart House had me wanting my house to make me a milkshake. Okay, sure. Those are the old ones. We gonna Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. We got some sports movies, Motocross, The Luck of the Irish, like I said.
That movie's trash. Stop using Luck of the Irish.
That movie's not trash.
It is trash.
I love that movie.
You like a lot of trash, then.
We had Twitch and Twitches too.
Twitches are good. Those are good ones. Can I ask you?
Cheetah Girls. Sorry, I threw that one out there. Cheetah Girls.
Oh yes. Okay, but here's the thing. A lot. You guys are naming a lot of shows that we grew up with. Does your network still stand up? Like right now, like what they got going on today, last 5 years, last 7 years, do they stand up against, like, can they keep going based off of what they're creating today?
I ain't gonna hold you. Disney fell off a little bit with they new stuff because they try to do more with the generation. I get it, whatever. So and Nickelodeon too. Nickelodeon cartoons get a little bit off, but.
Well, I'm not saying Nickelodeon shows have not fallen off, but they great shows be going on longer and longer and longer. SpongeBob is still solid. SpongeBob is still solid and still kicking it. Then they got Loud House.
But can we say the newer SpongeBob episodes aren't great?
They better than anything that Disney got on right now. What's up?
I don't know about that. What's that Zendaya show we've been watching quite often over here? I forgot the name of it.
I don't know what show you're talking about.
It's with you, a secret spy. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
I do.
I'm watching this Euphoria.
I know.
Are we bringing in? Am I allowed to say the Star Wars stuff or no? Does that not count?
No, it don't count.
Yeah, just say it. I gotta make sure.
I ain't even using Nick. If we using, you can use Star Wars if I can use Nick at Night.
How about we don't That's just gonna add a whole other layer to this conversation.
Sorry.
You know what y'all got already, okay? Just tell me what y'all got today, like what's going on.
Ninja Turtles. We got the Ninja Turtles, SpongeBob. Yeah, I don't know what else they got.
They got Raven's Home, DuckTales,
Right.
Big Hero 6, the series. They ain't really got much that I like. They got some big shows. Jessie, Liv and Maddie, Bunk.
Jessie is not a good show.
I said big.
Oh. What to say? Disney's, I don't think their shows have ever really been that good, to be honest, though. And that's no cap. That's no cap. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that their shows have ever been. They've had like a few shows that I'm like, yeah, that's good. But Disney, when I think of Disney, I think of them fucking Friday movies.
And I ain't gonna, this is 100% honesty. Disney had some of the best songs on their shows. Super catchy. Okay. SpongeBob got a great one. I ain't gonna lie. But
are we talking music or are we talking shows?
I would say theme songs would not go to Disney.
Theme songs, I think Disney got theme songs.
First of all,
I'm not even arguing this, and I just want to tell you, I think you're right. You can't go all that.
Yeah.
All that. And what else? Kenan and Kel had some really good theme songs, but I'm just saying.
Nana, that's all they need. They had TLC and Coolio.
Okay. Proud Family had Destiny Child. What are we throwing out?
No, they had Beyonce. Let's be real.
And Solange.
And Solange. Aside from Proud Family, though, which ones are like
a Raven theme song?
It's just as good as Raven's music career.
Okay.
Anyway, now what if the current shows, SpongeBob, The Loud House, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They did bring all that back. But I'm not a big fan of the new all that, so I'm not gonna flex like that's a good show.
Have you watched Loud House?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay. Just make sure. And let's not forget Disney brought us Descendants 1, 2, and 3.
They could keep Descendants 1, 2, and 3.
Descendants is a good movie. I ain't even listen. I don't even be watching Disney movies like that anymore. Woo!
It's only the music. The storyline be trash.
Hey, Uma. It don't matter what it is. They brought it to us. I like it.
If the story.
All right, closing arguments. Both of you.
I'm just gonna say Disney had some great shows. They had some great movies. It was about the experience. Okay, we would never get an experience like that, Nick. Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Nick is a great network, but Disney is.
That's your argument. Okay.
That's my argument.
Ooh, okay. So if you want to educate your kids, you can go to Disney. If you want your kids to watch a good show, you can go.
Like it's a bad.
If you want your teens to stay out the streets and be entertained in the house, you can go to Disney. But if you want the great experience of the greatest television to ever hit the network, go to Nickelodeon. Y'all want y'all people all up in your shows. You want Mickey all up in your shows. You want Mickey dancing all in your videos. Go to Disney. But if you want the real experience, come to Nickelodeon. We out.
I didn't even mention the little openers. Now
bro,
Disney.
That is trash. You think
can I make my decision? Can I tell you who I think? Argument.
Her argument is no facts, though. It's just like
I just brought you facts. What are you talking about? Anyways, go ahead, Aisha.
Okay, so in terms of the actual network, I would go with Jamal. I think in terms of quality television, Nickelodeon has more of that. I think that in terms of movies, obviously Disney has it, but Disney has a movie production kind of like, that's where their mindset was at first. I think them even creating Disney Channel was just them trying to pander and get more money. I think that it took like 20 years for Disney after Disney Channel to get into a good string of shows. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Their shows were good. Like, we have some real good hitters, but like they hit a good stride and then they like fell out completely. I don't think any live action show from Disney in the past like 5, 6, 7 years has really been that good enough to like you want to rewatch it, go back and rewatch it. You know what I mean? I think on the flip side, Nickelodeon also has that same kind of problems. A lot of their shows, live action, they've been just trying to filter, trying to figure out where they can go. I think both of them don't really know how to get in touch with children. That seems like what it looks like. Cartoon-wise.
Not a competition, cartoon-wise.
Cartoon-wise, here's the thing. What I'm disappointed in, Nana, you could have made so many arguments for modern cartoons that are actually good. Star vs. the Force of the Universe and Gravity Falls are both shows that are like recommended for their incredible story arc that you bring up.
But the problem is Avatar.
Avatar, yeah.
Classic show.
It's great. People were literally begging for it. It's coming back in like 5 days, and I'm really excited to rewatch it. I'm not saying that Nickelodeon doesn't have like
classic shows. Like
yeah.
Nickelodeon's cartoons hold more. That's why.
But I'm saying that I wanted to make sure that you know that it's not just because of like personal preference. I'm just saying I don't think that you really went in deep enough with your research, like argument.
Like I held back because I was like, oh, it's
not gonna lie. When I did the research for these shows, I was looking at shows like
yeah, it's not fair. And you know what?
Degrassi was not held.
Degrassi, you didn't even bring up Degrassi.
No.
Oh crap!
I held back. Listen, I have it on here, so you can't see it. But I have it on here, but I'm like, that's not fair. I left a couple of shows off because I'm like, it's not fair. Like you can't argue. Like game shows, you can't really argue.
Let me highlight I want to hear y'all's, but let me highlight my Nickelodeon shows that Jamal did not say, okay? As told by Ginger.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good show.
I didn't say Cousin Skeeter.
You didn't say, that's not one for me. That's
Jackson VP, I didn't say.
Romeo Show.
No, I didn't like Romeo Show. I literally don't like that.
Oh, I did like Romeo Show.
Blues, Jamal.
Huh? Oh, I didn't even think about Blue's Clues. I would have destroyed you with that one.
They had the Wild Thornberries.
I didn't like that show either, though.
I had a whole list. I'm like, he gonna kill me with these ones right here. You didn't even say it. Danny Phantom.
I have it on there. I just don't want to use it. If your cartoons were stronger, I would have brought Danny Phantom into it.
But As Told by Ginger is easily
such a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Goosebumps. I could have brought Goosebumps too.
Max and Ruby.
Nick really does do good.
The thing is, though, when it comes to cartoons, Nickelodeon or Disney don't have the best cartoons.
No, it's Cartoon Network all the way. Cartoon Network
so many cartoons. That's like when we're doing this,
I didn't realize.
You didn't realize what?
Cartoon Network did 16. You know that little.
I remember that show. That was a good one.
Like
my grandma probably watching that show and was like, "Why are you letting her watch this?" So used to be making out and stuff.
Yeah, Cartoon Network's cartoons were like we were looking at it. Like I was looking at it last night, and that's why I was gonna do Cartoon Network. But then I got to live action, and I was like, they don't have nothing.
They know their niche. They stuck with it. They got it.
Their cartoons is like Steven Universe, Gumball, Powerpuff Girls, Regular Show,
yes,
Ed and Eddie, Teen Titans Go, Codename Kid Next Door, like, it's ridiculous, and I'm just like, there's so many more. their cartoons is ridiculous. Now,
but I watched more Disney growing up.
I grew up with Cartoon Network more than Nickelodeon and Disney, but I'm trying to win arguments. I ain't trying to fucking.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I went into this knowing Nick had a upper hand, but we're not just gonna act like Disney didn't have no great shows.
Honestly, though, I didn't really.
I think they have good shows, but I also think they lost a lot of it. Like some of their shows were just not good at all.
Most of the stuff I like from Disney is like there's not to bring race in it, but it's all black people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then their shows don't age well. Proud Family, I know a lot of people were happy that it came back, but it did not age well at all. Like I'm watching it, granted I'm watching it from like college graduate who focus on race and look at that stuff. And like there's color all in that show. Like
yeah. My mom used to hate it.
Yeah, there's so many like stereotypes.
She used to be like, why are those girls blue? Why are they making them ashy? Like, why is that what they decided to do? Like, that's such a messed up thing for you to do for the characters.
It's like we weren't thinking about that.
We weren't.
So that show did not age well. And then like the shows that like were cool, I didn't really like them. Like That's So Raven wasn't like I don't know if this was Disney. I seen the reruns on Disney, like Smart Guy. Sister.
That's the thing. Like Disney bought these shows after like they stopped airing. They brought the network and created more episodes. So it's like credit for that.
Like if you could use everything that Disney owns, then like this wouldn't even be a fucking argument.
It wouldn't be an argument, yeah.
They got Star Wars. They got ESPN.
Marvel.
Just those three alone. What can I say?
Yeah.
You have sports. You got the movies.
They got Disney.
You got the superheroes. Like it's not a fucking competition.
Even some of their characters are flags.
But Nickelodeon. But if I was able to use like Nick at Night, whew, it would have been worse. Like there's like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Talk about the little
George Lopez.
Oh yeah, George Lopez.
Yeah, there's so many shows like Disney. That's why I love. When I said like targeted towards adults, I have written down like the shows that I was realized I wasn't able to use those. Like I have like Fresh Prince and like the Nick at Night stuff. George Lopez. Like I can't use those in the argument. They weren't originally on Nickelodeon. But yeah. Yeah, I won easily.
Not always about winning and losing, Jamal.
What you mean? Life is about winning and losing. But yeah, I don't know though. Cartoon Network kind of like looking at. I didn't realize how young Cartoon Network was either though. Like it came out 92, the year of champions, and like all these other ones, like Nickelodeon was a. Roll your eyes all you want. Nickelodeon came in 1977, if I'm remembering correctly off the top of my head. And then Disney, I don't know when the fuck they came out, but it was well before that. So like Disney and Nickelodeon have been around for so long, and for Cartoon Network to like be that good in that short period of time is actually really impressive.
Very impressive. Because they've kept with quality. Like they consistently, even the stuff that they acquire, because they acquired Boomerang or whatever, like their choices are always like good shows, like good cartoons, and they keep up with time. I mean, not all of them age well, obviously, because old cartoons are like old cartoons, but like the fact that when those were popular, they were like, okay, this is what we're gonna have with us. And then the shows they were putting out, like Cow and Chicken and Ed, Edd n Eddy and all these like silly shows, and then as their children are changing and like the world is changing and cartoons are becoming smarter, they then started putting out smarter cartoons, like diving into storylines. Like it's really Teen Titans.
I'm like, how do y'all know this stuff? Teen Titans Go is crazy. Like, this is
Yeah. It's pretty
Cartoon
good.
Network, though, is probably my favorite out of the three.
Definitely my number one. Yeah.
Out of the three, Cartoon Network is easily my favorite. It's the one that I still watch. Cartoon Network. The only show that I really watch to this day on Nickelodeon is SpongeBob.
Yeah.
But I don't watch any of the other shows on Nickelodeon.
I watch cartoons sometimes. Like, I watched Loud House, and I thought that was pretty good. If I see it, then I'll watch it, but I don't go out of my way to, like, check it out. But I rewatched Victorious recently. It held up. It was pretty funny still.
Oh, you did?
I did watch it. It was good. It was funny. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't really go back too much for those shows. And then with Disney, now that Disney Plus is here, I can, but I just haven't been going back. Like, I know I want to rewatch Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, and I know I want to rewatch, like, all these other shows that I used to really love. But I also know that I'm older now, and I probably won't find them as funny. Like,
That's So Raven, I ain't gonna lie. That shit's still funny. That lasagna episode.
It wasn't that funny to me.
To you, I also made this point to Jamal. I was like, it's gonna be different for you because you're 4 years older. So when we were experiencing it,
but also like you're a dude. Like, what you found funny, what was targeted towards you was different than what was targeted towards us and what we found funny. Like That's So Raven I used to really love. Yeah, I used to love those shows. Disney was good for if you wanted like a romance between.
Yeah.
They were good at those. They were good at a romance. Because Nickelodeon usually kept it pretty up until like Zoe 101, and then like even when they had like, oh, they had a girlfriend, Kenan had a girlfriend, or it wasn't like a love story that was like, ooh, I'm engaged. Them breaking up is gonna break my heart. Like Hannah Montana, her having to choose between those two boys, like that was a struggle for me. I was like, please, you gotta choose.
Please gotta choose.
Them songs, like.
It's very bad.
Yeah.
Hannah Montana was not my thing. So.
Yeah, Hannah Montana show normally didn't get me, but I'm not gonna lie, that storyline which you had to choose between, I think, was it Jesse and Jake or something like that, like those two.
I don't remember the other.
I think I was going with Jesse because I wanted her to go with Jesse or something like that. Like I wanted her to go with the bad boy. I didn't want her to be with the blonde one. I was tired of it. He was annoying. But yeah. So I remember being invested in that. I remember loving Devon. I met him. He's just a fun person. Man,
I love that. I thought I was raping for a minute. I'm like, Devon.
Carl was just a lot on that show. No reason. Just no reason to be. Yeah, and then like as I got older, I thought Zack and Cody was funny. I didn't really like Sweet Life on Deck, but I thought Zack and Cody was funny. I don't personally like Jessie, but my friend Ashley loves Jessie, and watching her watch Jessie is the best thing in the world. So I love Jessie for that reason alone. She's the funniest thing in the world.
Well, I mean, too, because y'all watch like those type of shows. You guys have been like 12, 11. I was like a teenager.
Yeah.
No longer interested.
Let me tell you, I think it is. I think for me especially, I watched so many good cartoons when I was younger that like I never aged out of watching cartoons. So like right now, I can go onto Cartoon Network. I can tell you what's going on that one. I can tell you what's on Nickelodeon. Like if I was arguing this, I feel like I would have been real good at it because I know what's recent and I know what's quality in their recent programming because I've been watching it. So.
Yeah, well, you be watching this like fucking American Dad and fucking.
But you don't know what I watch regularly, Jamal. Okay, you've been in quarantine for like a couple weeks. You don't know exactly what I watch all the time. There's a lot of the day that you're not here. So come on.
Aisha, I live with you.
There's a lot of the day you're not with me. You don't know what I'm choosing.
Anyways, I'm saying it.
I think
a lot. No. Oh, a man is speaking. Let me stop.
Don't.
I'm speaking. But
That's right.
The age is definitely and gender plays a role because I wasn't getting excited for High School Musical. I remember when the sing-along aired, I lost my mind.
I didn't like High School Musical until I was actually older. When I first watched it, I was like, this is dumb. And then as I rewatched it, I was like, I love this because it's horrible. So that was why I loved it. It's a terrible movie, but I love it. Switches I love, but I think Disney in general wanted to go towards girls. Their programming was for sure more towards girls. They created Disney XD to tap into the boy market, but majority of their cartoons have been towards women or towards girls. Because they're the ones who are going to buy the little toys and the Barbies and the backpacks and the lunch boxes and all that extra. So I think they made sure that they wanted all their programming to be going towards those.
Nickelodeon's better. Nickelodeon targeted everybody.
Yeah.
Targeting boys, girls, targeting your parents.
Yeah.
Teenagers.
They wanted to create shows that parents would watch too.
Ninja Turtles targets everybody. Like, parents grew up.
Nickelodeon was devious though. I'm not gonna lie. That channel is just awful. The whole Jonas Brothers entire image, Jonas Brothers in general, like their creation as a group,
not my age group.
It wasn't your age group, but what I'm saying is, as a group, the fact that this group of boys was marketed as a like, oh, we're saving ourselves, we're non-sexual, but they were like mad sexual. Like they were really trying to get teenage girls. They were trying to get girls like, ooh, you want this, but like also no, there's a ring.
Demi Lovato and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it was not pure.
Not pure at all. But that's what they were marketed as, so it would be okay that girls were like lusting after them. Just messed up.
I mean, that's life, man. I don't know.
I'm just saying, Disney had a horrible habit of doing that.
It
over-sexualized its kids, and then once it got hip to like they shouldn't do that, then they were like, oh, okay, we're just gonna dress them in like 36 layers and make them go on these TV shows.
How these shows
that show was a nightmare.
It's always weird to me how these shows will have like somebody who's 17, 18 play a 12-year-old. Like, yeah, that's so weird because in a year or two, like they're gonna start showing titties.
Exactly what happened with Vanessa Hudgens.
All that type of stuff, and it's like they're older. Like these kids are lusting after somebody who's older. They don't realize that this person is like 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Like the dude from what is it? Hannah Montana. Her brother in that show was like a fucking adult.
He was 30.
Wow.
He was fucking older than he's an adult. Like they had him play the younger brother or something like that.
No, he was an older brother, but he was not supposed to be that much older. So
he older than her real brother in real life. Like that shit is ridiculous. Like there's talented kids of all ages. Put the people who are the right age and the role.
Well, I think they've been starting to do that, and I think that's also why there's been a drop-off in quality, because the kids their age aren't like as talented because they haven't gotten the experience, So I think they stopped a couple of years ago. They started casting people their age or trying to cast closer to their age for those shows. Yeah. It's hard. Disney also had the image issue. Like, Nick has an image. Like, Amanda, she had her issue, but, like, besides Amanda Bynes, like, there was
stars from Disney that was, like, getting in trouble. I didn't want what's his name? Orlando Brown? I didn't want to bring him up.
I'm not going to blame Disney for that one.
But they always seem to stay in trouble. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Orlando Brown. You said Bloom.
Brown. We can rewind this shit. I know I said Brown, so. You want to bet? Let's bet.
Okay, let's just chill. Yeah, a lot of the Disney stars have a lot of problems. Like, Miley has mellowed out for now, but I'm pretty sure once she wants to release another album, she's gonna go wild again. Like,
she can be black today.
Yep, again. Like, they all go a little crazy. I think Lizzie McGuire is one of the only ones who just stayed sane. I appreciate her for that. Huh?
Hilary Duff?
Yeah, Hilary Duff. Zendaya, she stayed cool or whatever. But I also...
Because she in Euphoria acting the fool,
She is, but that's because she wants to be an actor. Zendaya turned like 18 and she was like, okay, so my contract is no longer like here. I'm gonna let y'all know I curse. I'm gonna stay on this show for right now until this show runs out, because KC Confidential or whatever was still going. But she was like, once the show runs out, I'm good. Like, I'm gonna be an actress. Like, this is who I am.
Yeah,
she certainly did. She was very transparent about it. She was like, I'm not re-upping. I'm going to be an adult now. So just so you know, this is who I am. Yeah. There's a lot. I think Nickelodeon sexualized kids quite, like, a lot. Victorious was a mad sexual show. I rewatched it. It's mad sexual. It's very uncomfortably sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm around the same age as a lot of these stars too, so it's a
when I was in high school, I didn't recognize it, and I guess like when you're a teenager, seeing teenagers be sexual isn't as uncomfortable. So I guess it's not that strange, but it's strange. It's strange. These little girls were like, it's like the opposite of what Disney was trying to do. Disney really was like, okay, we were too like sexual with the Jonas Brothers, so we're gonna make all of our shows just like barely any chemistry now. We're gonna dress them in like head to toe, layer everything. Like, you're not gonna think these girls are doing anything. And then Disney was like, they're gonna wear high heels and the shortest shorts possible or Nick was like, high heels, shortest shorts possible to high school every day.
Yeah.
Like,
nice.
Really,
those are so unrealistic.
Really unrealistic. Like, oh my gosh. And it wasn't just one show. It was like every show. No matter where the setting was, it was like, we're going to be in heels. Like
I was hoping school would be like Zoe 101. How they have the cool ass little hair things.
Nope.
Nah. Nothing's
Zoe
ever
was good. Zoe is one of the other ones who kind of fell off. But that, I would say that's due to her family. Jennifer, what's her name? Brent.
This girl?
Yeah, something Spears. Is it Jen?
Oh.
Is it Jamie Lee?
Jamie Lee. There we go. Okay. Yeah, she fell.
Jamie Lynn.
I would say it's because of her family.
Jamie Lynn Spears.
Jamie Lynn. I just think that's just family kind of.
Older than me.
Yeah.
29.
Jamie Lynn Spears. So the trendsetter. Teenage pregnancy really took off when she got
popping. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. She was 16 and pregnant.
She was.
Oof.
Jesus.
She was like unashamed of it too. That's why the show started, was because she was like, I'm 16, I'm pregnant, and it's glorious. I'm so happy with my baby and my baby daddy. We're just perfect.
I mean, then, family rich, you ain't got to really worry about it.
Yeah, that's what they left out.
Pregnant and have money is a lot different than being 16 pregnant in the hood.
It only took like, what, 3 full shows of 16 and pregnant before teenage pregnancy is now back down. It's down 47%. Ooh, yay. It took them shows for people to see and be like, dang, like, y'all are struggling. I used to get so upset. They'd be like, we're sleeping in the car tonight. Like, bro, the camera people are just going to watch you sleep in your car?
I never understood that. I'm like, you see these people going through it. Y'all just like, zoom in. Terrible.
That girl just fought her mama. None of you are going to step in. Like,
that's the best content.
Terrible.
If you're a reality show, like, that's the best content. It's just people like seeing shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like reality TV shows, so.
I like reality TV, but I don't like sad reality TV. I think that's why I like Real Housewives kind of stuff, because then it's like, oh, you're not struggling. Like, this is fake drama. This is in your head kind of drama.
All those shows, like the Real Housewives of Atlanta and Basketball Wives. And
I don't like those ones.
Loving Hip Hop.
No, I don't like those.
They all be paying. They be making black women look bad, man.
Yeah.
Like, goddamn.
I like all the Real Housewives though. I like the white ones too. I really just like fake drama. It's like they don't have anything real to be upset about, so they're like.
She like drama.
Or the fake sweater as me. Like
I like the Married at First Sight type drama.
Ooh, yeah, that's my shit.
I love those.
That's the only reality TV show that I can deal with. Married at First Sight.
I love Married at First Sight.
You should do that. You should get married at first sight, Angela.
Yeah, I know.
You should do it.
Yeah, no.
I don't trust experts to put me with someone. Because if I get someone,
yeah, they're very bad at parenting.
Yeah, terrible.
Terrible. Oh my gosh.
I'd be like, what? I'd be looking at the matches. There's like times they be putting people together, and you just be looking at them like y'all niggas don't even like each other, and you can tell from the like a lot of the times the women don't want to be kissing the man.
No.
They not attracted. If you're not physically attracted to somebody, how's it gonna?
Did y'all watch Love Is Blind yet?
I'm not going to watch that.
I didn't. Did I watch it? I'll check it out.
You wanna know why? Because when I go on the news, that shit, like characters from that show, or they're real people from that show keep popping up on my thing, and I'm like, yo, like this isn't news. Like we sitting here coronavirus and shit.
I need to watch it so we could do an episode on it because I really want to get your opinion, at least up until episode 3, because that's where I want you to.
But I already know that I'm not gonna like Carlton because I see how he's acting right now.
About.
He's so like, what in the world?
Yes, so at least
leave that girl alone. He was 2 years after filming, he's still messing with her. Like, leave her alone, bro.
Hold up, when did they film this then?
2 years ago.
Oh wow.
So they had to be, all the couples that are together had to stay quiet about it. They couldn't even post with significant other anything until it aired. So
damn.
At least watch episode 3. I think it's episode 3. So it goes down, so we can have about it.
I mean, I'll watch it. I need to finish like Snowfall. Man, that's my fucking show. I need to finish Snowfall, and then I need to finish How to Get Away with Murder. Well, I'm finished with whatever is on fucking Netflix. I need to finish this current season that they're on. When they finish the current season, I guess that's when I'll be able to.
I'm behind on everything, so.
Yeah.
I really want to watch 90 Day Fiance because I've been seeing clips of that dude with no neck and the girl, and I saw her break up with him yesterday, and it was such a good breakup that I really want to watch like that entire storyline. Like they are really trying to.
Who ain't put it up on there? And I'm like, come on, I want to watch this season.
Yeah, that's a good show too, though.
It is.
Honestly, I think most relationships to be like, they should have that period, the 90 days, and you can see if you can live with this person and be with this person. And if not, y'all go y'all separate ways. So niggas don't have to waste this pointless time with each other. Like,
I think for an engagement, usually people take like more than a year. Like they take like a year to get.
What I'm saying is like they should do like people who like been talking. I've been talking to this girl on, I don't know, Tinder. I don't know what sites are popping anymore. You know, I mean, like Tinder, right?
Mm-hmm.
For like a while, and she's in a different country or just across the country. Shit, fuck it, doesn't matter. We get together, we do the 90 days, see if I can live with you, see if I can deal with your family, see if I can like, you can tolerate me working, me mad, me happy, me sad, all that. If you can tolerate it enough and you still love me, then let's do the thing. But if you can't, then boom, go your separate ways. You save me time. It's only 30 days or 3 months. Like, you're good. Instead of like these long periods, like people who talk to each other for 5 years and they only see each other like, I come in your city, you know, hang out with you for 3 days. You're always gonna be happy because you're getting me for 3 days. So the love.
Those people, if that's all they need, like let them have that relationship.
That's not real. That's not. So when you eventually get together, or you eventually get together, and then you guys realize that you don't have the chemistry or have anything.
I mean, you could always just not ever get together. My friend, her parents or her mom and stepdad are married. They've been married for like hella years, but he lives in Jamaica and she lives in DC. And they be going back and forth multiple times a year, but like they
Nah, man.
They like their independence. That's like their entire
vibe. To me, I want to shit on them. But I know what friend you're talking about just off of what you just said.
Wait, close this out.
You don't know my friend. You don't know who it is. You don't know.
To me, that seems like, you know, we come and we just have fun together, but we're not in a relationship. Because I think originally in a relationship, you should want to live with your partner or live fucking close to your partner. Eventually, I don't know. Like, if I have to go all the way to Jamaica's it's like a fucking vacation. Like, she's literally going on vacation to go spend time.
He also comes to her, but I think that for them, it's not even that. I think it's the fact that, well, also remember that they met each other later in their lives after they'd had kids and first marriages and all this extra. So in terms of what they define as a relationship, it's changed. Like, when we're our age, or like, you know, we're still in the mode of like, oh, we want to make a family. So our ideas of a family are traditionally people who are closer together in the same state, in the same city. Like, proximity is a very big deal when you're trying to settle down. But if you're established and settled in your life and you want companionship and your companion can be over there, like, if it works for you, it works for you. I don't think that it's any less valid as a relationship or any less valid as a like connection, especially when like, I think people being so frigid about those kinds of things is why so many relationships fall apart, because there's not people actually looking for people who are compatible to exactly what they need. These people have been together for over 10 years. I'm sure at some point in their life, they were together for extensive like months. When they visit, I'm not saying they visit for like a week at a time. They stay there for a minute and then they go back. Like,
What's a minute?
I think 1 year she was.
What I got up in there?
Yeah, my damn bathroom speaker. God damn, that should be falling all the time.
I think 1 year her mom went out for like a couple months, and then
what did mama do? What did mama do? What did you do for a living?
She works from home usually.
Shit, I'm trying to be like that, you know. Look,
but like,
if it works for them, though, it works for them, and that's fine. But I would say majority of relationships can't do that, especially younger people. Like,
well, I agree with that, but I think that's because of the ideals of what we envision when we imagine our perfect relationship.
Exactly.
Well, no, there ain't no. I don't ever imagine a perfect relationship. That's
well, you imagine what a relationship is. You have a definition for what a relationship is in your head and what it looks like. And like, if it doesn't match that, a lot of the times people, you know, they're not going to work. Especially if my vision of a relationship and your vision of a relationship aren't the same.
Well,
that's never going to work out.
The thing is about that, my ideas change as I get older.
Yeah.
Like, even like the idea, like some ideas that happen, like when people do like, oh, we're in a open relationship, I look at it and be like, man, I can see why you did that. And before I would be like, why the fuck would you ever do that? Like, the older I get, the more I'm like, I can see why it works for you and work. Before then, I would be like, it has to be this way. Everything has to go this way. So I'm constantly changing.
Yeah.
Views. I'm more open to stuff than I was too, though. Like, before, everything had to be a certain way, but now I'm like, I'm more open, which probably is better for you, I think. But because I'm like closed off. It needs to be this way. Everything needs to go this way. Like, I'm already very detail oriented. So I'm like, if it don't go according to plan, like if I plan a date, right, and I say we need to be there at 10:30. Back then, if we're not there at 10:30, the whole plan's already off, like in my mind. But now, shit, I'm showing up late anyways. Like, I don't want to be there at 10:30. I want to be there at fucking 10:45 or 11, where it gets popping, like stuff like that. Like, I change.
As you get older, preferences change.
I think just ideas of relationships change, and people want to experience different things. I feel like if I got married the traditional first time and I had my kids and it didn't work out, like, that might no longer be my ideal, especially if I'm older in life. I've had my children, I've raised it, I've done the wife thing, I tried and I enjoyed it, and then I had some downfalls. Like, I probably would want to experience something different in terms of a relationship. I'd probably want to walk outside of those boundaries that I originally set for myself. And while I don't think I could personally be in a relationship with somebody who was like in a different country and like do that all the time, I do think that like not living together but being in a serious relationship, completely possible. I think that, you know, like I understand people's needs, and like you being able to define your boundaries and what you need in a relationship to be healthy and happy and be a better partner. You know, if you find somebody who's compatible with that, like, do it. It's just as real as any other kind of marriage, you know? Like,
yeah.
I agree.
So, all right, let's end this because
got off topic.
Create a whole nother conversation.
This has been another episode of the Harris Show. I have been your host, Jamal Harris, and I'm with my co-host and sister, the one and only big girl. You know what I'm saying? Angie Ange, aka shitoniggas.com, aka y'all can't see her. And we're being joined by our lovely guest, Aisha Jones.
Like, are you gonna say my name? You said her name. Like, what?
Our lovely guest.